This video is proudly sponsored by Gamersgate. Download games anytime, anywhere. Visit Gamersgate.com.
Welcome to Elder Geeks Elder Speak. Today is Wednesday, June 13th, 2012. My name is Randy Yasenchak. I'm the editor of ElderGeek.com. I'm going to be flying solo tonight, so if the episode's going to be a little bit short, that's probably why. I'm on baby watch duty, and I don't have any guests on today's show, and there's only a few news segments that I kind of want to touch on. So, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a short show, and hope you enjoy it. But as always, links to all the stories are going to be found below in the video description, along with the time code as to when you can jump to them if you wanted to jump to specific stories. But first things first, I wanted to congratulate Trevor Faulkner. Everybody knows who Trevor is who listens to Elder Speak. Trevor is actually the guy who took over my spot when I was actually away last week. He's a funny guy. He's a hell of a writer. He's a very talented editor, and I'm very lucky to have him helping out with ElderGeek.com. But he actually just released his book today, or it was either today or yesterday, but I kind of wanted to throw out a special kudos to him, and I also wanted to throw out a mention to everybody out there. If you're interested in reading his book, I can throw up a link for that in the chat as well. But his book is actually called The Last Memory. You can actually find it on Amazon.com right now. I'll try to have him on the show sometime this week so he can actually talk about the show, because it actually is about a very geeky subject. It is a sci-fi / fantasy type book. But check it out. It's The Last Memory. It's, on Amazon you'll see it listed as T.T. Faulkner, but know that that's our Trevor Faulkner. Again, throwing up a link for him because he's a hell of a guy, hell of a writer, and I'm sure you guys have all found him pretty funny while he was on the show, but just a really all-around super talented guy, and please check out his stuff. But on the background today, you're going to be seeing me play a new game that just released called Krater. Now, I think, I can't remember correctly, but I do believe that a little while ago I actually showed some Krater alpha footage with an earlier Elder Speak, and the game was a little rough around the edges, but it showed some real promise. And now that I actually have my hands on the final product, I am absolutely astounded at the progress that they've made in such a short amount of time with the game. It is not a perfect game, but I can say it is just brimming with awesomeness so far from what I've actually kind of played. I've only gotten a few hours into it, but so far, if you enjoyed the art style of, say, Rage, along with the gameplay stylings of Baldur's Gate, and I guess that's probably the best way to kind of put it. Rage meets Baldur's Gate in a post-apocalyptic kind of Sweden. So it's totally worth checking out. It is not a full-priced game, but I can say that visually it's awesome. I'm really loving the dungeon crawling that I've been doing so far. Some of the missions are a little bit on the bland side, but hey, I'm not complaining because graphically it's fantastic. Audio-wise, it's really good, and like I said, I kind of miss this old dungeon crawlery kind of feel to the game. So I hope you enjoy what you're actually seeing in the background. I will try to throw up a link for that. I believe it's on sale on both Steam and Gamersgate, but Gamersgate's our sponsor, so if you tell Gamersgate that you found them through us, then I think that'll probably get us some brownie points from them. But moving on to the news, gonna be only doing a few news segments today. Diablo 3, the real money auction house is already open, and the bidding is already starting to blow out of the water. There's already bids for items that are exceeding $200, which is a mixed thing. I'm personally never going to probably... I don't think I will ever buy anything on Diablo 3's auction house. I'm not that guy. I'm the kind of guy who, when I'm actually playing a game, I'm so cheap that I won't spend the game's money to buy items from the store. I want to find everything while I'm playing that. And sometimes when I buy things in the game with the game's currency, I feel like it cheapens the experience a little bit. And it certainly, to me, feels like it would really cheapen the experience if I were to use actual in-game, actual real currency to pay for items within the game. I don't want that. But if it's your cup of tea, it's there, and apparently it is just kicking butt already. Let's see. The sequel to Nerim, which was the just badass Elder Scrolls 4 Overhaul mod has been announced, and the site is already up. It's called Enderal, and I'll throw up a link for that as well. I've been a gigantic fan of the Elder Scrolls 4. I think Elder Scrolls 4 might probably be my favorite one out of all of them that I've played, and definitely check it out. It's something to keep your eyes open for. The modding community on the PC is just such a fantastic part of gaming in general that I have to give these guys a kudos. I have to give these guys a hats off and a mention, because I don't know, it's stuff like this that I think what really keeps gaming alive and fresh nowadays. So check that out. Keep that on your horizons. Enderal, of course, it's going to be only PC, but there you have it. And final little bit of news today, which, like I said, flying solo today, and trying to keep it a little bit short just because I've kind of got to get back to a few other things, but I didn't want to skip out on news for everybody today. But Eidos Montreal, they're working hard on Thief 4, which, as a stealth junkie, that has me just totally excited. But Eidos Montreal wants Thief 4 to be just as good or better than Deus Ex Human Revolution, which, man, that's going to be hard to top. Because Deus Ex Human Revolution was just a really good game. I mean, people can have their complaints about it, but I was thoroughly satisfied with that game, and I'm actually looking forward to replaying that when I have a lull in my gaming schedule, because I think by this point I've probably forgotten a good chunk of the storyline, and it would be really nice to actually go back in and replay it, probably in a completely different way than I did the first time around. As a stealth nut, I kind of played Deus Ex the first time around just pure stealth, and I tried to kill as few people as possible, and I think most of my bosses I actually took down with the taser gun and everything like that. So, but Thief 4, totally excited for that one. And boy, Eidos Montreal is really starting to make a name again for themselves, and I really can't wait to see what they actually have for us with that. They already have a team attached to Thief 4, so I think we're probably going to be seeing some updated screenshots for that. Maybe at one of the upcoming PAXs, that would be awesome. If not that, then I would definitely bet that at next E3 we'll definitely be seeing something. But that's it for today. Really, short news day. Kind of, like I said, just kind of getting back into the swing of things, and I'm on duty right now. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for everybody for the kind words yesterday as I was coming back and into the swing of things. Again, as always, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to send them to info@elder-geek.com. I feel like we need a good user mail day coming up soon. We haven't had a good one of those in a little while, so let's get a really good user letter in, and we'll chat about that as a group. And of course, always hit us up on Facebook. That's facebook.com/eldergeek.com, and same thing with Twitch TV, Twitter, and everything else. That's basically where we are everywhere. Thanks so much, everybody. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.